we'll start off with was how do you celebrate 30 years in an industry? It's a pretty long career, and again, being the person that's lived it, it's kind of not a big deal to me. But when you do take a step back, you recognize that not a lot of people spend 30 years doing something, and not a lot of people have the opportunity to create a large organization. We wanted to come up with a way to celebrate 30 years of achievements, but true to who we are, we didn't want to just make it about us. We wanted to try and figure out a way to give back in our communities. And what we decided in some crazy evening in our headquarters here in San Antonio, we said, how will we do that? And one of the guys had seen that I was riding my bike to work about 20 miles each way, and said, Jeff, what would be really cool is if you rode your bike to every location to celebrate. And I told him immediately when he said that, the words came out of his mouth. I said, that's a crazy idea. There's no way I'm going to do that. And that night, though, true to my entrepreneur nature, I went home and started thinking, oh, how could you do that? What would you need to travel that kind of distance? I got on Google Maps and looked and found it was nearly 10,000 miles if I wanted to bike to each location and whatever route I could find. And I knew I could do it if I use an electric bike. So I decided, let me figure out how to modify an electric bike to where it has the batteries and had to travel. So I plotted out a trip in which we'd go to each location. And along the way, we decided we didn't just want to celebrate what we've done. We wanted also to celebrate what is needed in the country and help bring awareness to the needs of seniors. So really my ride was, while it was celebrating 30 years, it was about inspiring others to get involved in senior care. I wanted to inspire individuals that maybe want to become caregivers, people that recognize that's a career path and something they could be passionate about. Maybe it's a starting point for a nurse who wants to get involved in caregiving before she becomes a professional nurse. Want to also engage people that were maybe thinking about technology and how they could devise and use technology in the betterment of seniors' lives. We don't know what the next great gadget's going to be. We don't know what the requirements are going to be to help care for America's seniors. And then finally, I hope to inspire entrepreneurs because we need more people involved in senior care. The aging population, the 80 plus population, which is directly those that are needing our type of assistance and need the most assistance, is going to be doubling and then doubling again in the next 20 years alone. And that's just a staggering number of people. So we need people involved in senior care at all levels. It wasn't just about caring senior service. It was about helping people pay attention to the needs of seniors. And with that, we also wanted to do something to raise money. And we decided we wanted to impact seniors' lives. We decided we would create a movement called To Close the Gap in Senior Care. And that movement was dedicated to helping communities understand what their gaps are, what areas in their senior community had issues. Was it funding? Was it medications? Was it care that was needed for individuals? We weren't necessarily deciding what it was going to be, but we wanted to solve one problem, or wanted to at least have an impact on one problem. And that was falls. In the country, falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among seniors. And we thought that, how can we help that? Well, let's raise money to put grab bars into seniors' homes. So along the way, we had events and we raised money to do an install into a senior's home. For a small amount of money, we can install 2 grab bars in the restroom for a senior, which the bathroom is the most likely place someone's going to fall. So we wanted to really try and see what we could do to secure and help seniors in that sense. So I'm excited and proud that during the ride, we were able to raise money. And at the end of the ride, we were able to raise $170,000 towards this cause of installing grab bars. And today, now it's been over a year since the ride happened, but we've just completed our 100th install. So we're excited about that milestone, and we've got a long way to go and continue to do that. But it was really a unique way to get on a bike and then ride to every location. The trip was amazing. It took me 4 months to complete. Left San Antonio, Texas on April 1st, got back to San Antonio on August 1st of 2021.